Yesterday, everyone was celebrating because consumer inflation printed its softest number in 6 years. The inflation is dead crowd was taking a victory lap. Then this morning's producer price index dropped, showing wholesale inflation running at 5.5%. This gap is the only thing that matters. If you want to understand where the economy is actually headed, the massive gap between those two numbers is the only thing that matters. Let's break down why. At first glance, the headline PPI actually fell 0.3%. But that energy illusion was driven by a temporary collapse in gasoline and diesel costs. The core trend is untouched. Once you strip out that volatile energy dip, the underlying pressure is still incredibly hot. The pipeline is still filling. There is a massive 2.5 percentage point wedge between what businesses are paying for inputs and what they are charging you. A gap this big cannot last. It has to resolve in one of two ways. Either businesses eat the cost and earnings take a hit, or they pass it to the consumer, sparking a second wave of CPI. If 5.5% sounds high, look further back. Stage 1, intermediate demand is at 11%. This isn't a cooling pipeline, it's a boiling pot. The raw physical costs are spiking. Steel, chemicals, electronic components. You cannot run a tech business with input costs rising like this without feeling the squeeze. The squeeze is already happening. Wholesaling margins for machinery and vehicles fell 8.4%. Distributors are sacrificing profits because they know consumers are tapped out. This is why the long end of the bond market isn't buying the all clear. If you're buying a 30-year treasury, you aren't betting on permanent disinflation. The pipe is still highly pressurized. This isn't a solved crisis, it's just a delayed one. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe.